Now, when it comes to our arteries, having healthy arteries, there are 3 artery-clogging breakfast foods we need to stay away from. And I'll get to them in just a second. Remember, we need to fill our body with antioxidants, preventing inflammation. So let me review these important big X foods that millions and millions of people worldwide are eating for breakfast that's leading to cardiovascular disease, that's increasing the bad cholesterol, the low density lipoproteins, that's increasing the triglycerides. These are the bad fats. That's artery poison that's going to cause clogging, preventing that arterial supply getting to the heart. If it doesn't get there, we call that a heart attack, or the brain, we call that a stroke. And the first are our sugary cereals, quite dangerous. I am guilty as a kid growing up. Again, my parents probably didn't know better, but we know better for our kids today because that sugar is inflammation, it's toxic. And all the fiber has been stripped out in 95% of those cereals. Excessive sugar increases our glucose spike, increases the insulin spike. We get that drastic fall, we get fatigued, we get tired. We eventually are going to become insulin resistant. It can lead to prediabetes and diabetes. And because that sugar causes that increased inflammation, when that inflammation starts occurring inside the intima of the arteries, the internal walls, it starts to pull in that sticky stuff, that fat, the bad cholesterol, the triglycerides. It starts to stick, it starts to grow. And as it starts to grow, it starts to block off oxygen, blood supply to the heart, to the lungs, to the kidneys, to the eyes, and all the other organs. And those excessive sugars affects our microbiome, the good bacteria. The bad bacteria are eating those excessive sugars, not allowing our good bacteria to grow. It affects our immune system. That's why you're getting sick. That's why you're tired. That's why you're fatigued. That's why you're having brain fog, because it's toxic. Because like conditions like candida, albicans, yeast infections are all related to excessive sugars. So make sure that when you get your cereals, you want to get the high fiber, natural fiber that has not been stripped, and therefore you'll be healthier, and those prebiotics from that fiber will feed the probiotics, keeping your immune system strong and healthy. And number 2 is processed meats. Everyone loves that bacon and sausage. That processing is dangerous. So it's high fat, saturated fats. Hold on a second. That saturated fats will raise your bad cholesterol, your LDLs, lower your good cholesterol, your HDLs, increase your triglycerides. It's all going to go downhill. Now, you may be on keto and you may be eating all those fats all day, but if you're eating unhealthy fats, not only will it affect your arteries, but it will affect your insulin receptors in the liver as well as the muscles. Because all the studies are coming out today and saying that prediabetes, insulin resistance, and diabetes comes from excessive fatty acids blocking the insulin receptors from working correctly. So when there's insulin, that insulin can't work because receptors are not allowing it to work, therefore keeping your glucose levels higher in the bloodstream, leading to these particular diseases as well as metabolic syndrome, which leads to excessive fat, visceral fat, and can be quite dangerous. So eat your lean meats, your turkeys, your chicken, your tuna, your fishes, your tempeh, your natural vegetarian proteins, whatever you like, but just please cut down those excessive saturated fats. They're quite dangerous. And number 3 are the bakery products. Yes, I grew up on all that good stuff, quote, Sara-Lee, donuts, Little Debbie's, brownies, cookies, and I loved them as a kid. But I can tell you right now that excessive sugars has no fiber, spiking up our glucose and insulin. That excessive sugars gets converted into excessive fats, predominantly visceral fat. And that's why if you're gaining weight around your abdomen, that means you're gaining visceral fat around those organs as well. That leads to metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, clogging within those arteries. It will increase cholesterol and triglycerides. This is quite dangerous. So if you're going to eat those pastries, whole grain pastries, nuts, seeds, natural things, nothing that's been stripped out of the fiber, eat it in the whole state, nothing that's been processed, That's the kind of desserts you want to eat because fiber slows digestion down. It allows glucose to get into the cells slower. It prevents the spiking of insulin. And to keep that healthy body, you must keep that inflammation away because your cells will not love you. Now, at the end of the day, it's not only nutrition. It's your exercise, your sleep, keeping stress levels down, hydrating, taking care of yourself. And it's okay once in a while to have a croissant or a little ice cream, as long as you're not doing it on a regular basis. I hope that this video serves you well. Please take care of your body. So please share this video with your loved ones, your family. You'll be doing them a great asset. Please leave your comments below. And most important, make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell.